What's up, fellow crime fighters? It's Cody Lee here, aka Tihyo, and today we are doing another Tihyo Lab Superheroes Unlimited mod version 5.0, the new Superheroes Unlimited update video. And today we're going to be going over our first Marvel review, and that is the amazing Spider-Man. As you can see, we're not in our normal laboratory setup, and that's because I want to kind of be in a city of sorts to show off Spider-Man a little bit more fitting. There's nothing to web swing around in the field at the labs, so we brought it here. So yeah, make sure you leave a like if you want to see more update videos, and let me know what you want to kind of see next. Who you want me to go over next, and I gotta make sure I have them in the mod. But yeah, so I can't wait to see what you guys have to say, and make sure you stay tuned to the end of this video for a secret reveal kind of thing I'm going to be doing, talk about something on the channel that may interest a lot of you, so make sure you stay till the end for that. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video. So I'm going to head in here where I made a makeshift setup, if you will, for our Spider-Man needs. Now, before I get into Spider-Man, some things I want to say. There are no current alts in the mod. There will be alt Spider-Man suits when the mod is released, but the alts that were in the previous version are not currently in it right now, so I'm not going to be going over those since, they're not here. But they will be by final release, so you have nothing to worry about there. If you want me to go over those when I get them done, just let me know in the comments down below. Also, there's no other Spider-Verse characters. There will be some by the end of the update when it gets published, but as of now, we're just going over Spider-Man. Just thought I'd clarify some of that stuff because I know with a lot of the other characters we've been going over all the lore around them, but we're just going over Spider-Man and how to get him and stuff like that. So let's jump right in here. So first things first, if you're a Spider-Man lover and want to become Spider-Man, you're gonna need to get some radioactive spiders and kill them suckers. The radioactive spiders have changed a good amount. Here's the spawn egg right here. We can just break this, and if it'll give it to me, maybe if I get in here and ask nicely, please give me the spawn egg. Thanks. Nope, doesn't wanna. Oh great, now we have the webs as well. I'm just gonna throw that back in here, and we're gonna pretend nothing ever happened. So yeah. So we have the radioactive spider spawner, and basically radioactive spiders, about to show you guys here, a lot has changed. One, they're not super huge anymore, which also will help with their spawning, so they're not, they'll spawn more now. They're super tiny, but they're still really quick, so very difficult to kill, and you won't be able to kill them without any superhero suits. Meaning you can't just go from nothing to try to aim for Spider-Man. And I did that intentionally because Spider-Man is a tier 4 suit. So we've really been focusing on this update, making it so the higher the tier, the more progression you need to get there, and the harder it is to make that suit. So Spider-Man is not one of your easier suits to make because he is pretty strong. He's a tier 4 out of 5, so, second highest tier level. So it is a little bit difficult to defeat the radioactive spiders. So I'm going to spawn those in real quick here, just to give you a demonstration. Also, the radioactive spiders, they also have a chance of actually giving you kind of semi-Spider-Man effects. Like if they bite you and attack you, you will get some effects. So let me go to grab some diamond armor just so I don't 100% get murdered right off the bat. And I'm going to spawn in this radioactive spider here. And if I'm not on peaceful, maybe it'll work. Spawn in this radioactive spider, and maybe if it'll actually do something. Oh, great. Now I have 2 of them. That's just wonderful. That's not at all what I plan to do. But if you kill the radioactive spider, I'm going to try to do that. They do have a lot of health because they are one of the more difficult mobs in the mod because of the fact that they give you the utilities that you need for a tier 4. They also give you spider eyes, as demonstrated by that. Where'd the other one go? That's a little bit scary. That scares me a little bit. Well, I don't want him to come running out. Let's see if I can. Let's see if I can. Where are they? Are they spawning under here? Oh, there they are. They keep running down here. So let's see if we can kill maybe this one and get the silk, because we've been getting some spider eyes. So they do also drop spider eyes now, so it's not a guarantee, but they do not. There we go. We got some silk there. But they also don't just. They spawn in groups now. It's not just you only will find really one or two. They should spawn in groups, so it should be a little bit easier to get them, especially when you're a higher tier character. So the recommendation for fighting these radioactive spiders, you know, if you don't have God mode on like I do, would be to go and make another character first, maybe a tier 2 or 3, and fight the radioactive spiders. Tier 1s pretty much don't stand too good of a chance. But tier 2 and 3s, you know, they can hold their ground and use those to kill the radioactive spiders. That way you can get Spider-Mans. But I'm going to demonstrate also here when I spawn this guy down, if he doesn't automatically run there, how they also will kind of give you enhanced abilities from the spider bite. It's not all Spider-Man's abilities, it's kind of makeshift abilities, but just adds some authenticity to the spider bite, because, you know, that's how Spider-Man got his powers. Where did that guy go? My goodness alive. And also, you know, you cannot, if they bite you and you have another character's full suit on, it will not give you the Spider-Man abilities because you're already kind of registered as a different character at the moment. So, you know, but, oh dear God, there he is. Let's get him. Let's get him. Come on. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Ow. 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 Please don't. Please no. Please no. Please no. Ah, crap me. Come on. No, I don't want to die. Please not today. Please not today. Please not today. Did I get the abilities? But as you can see, I got the abilities because he bit me. So I got some enhanced stuff. And as you can see, his 2 attacks are the same. He's got his poison that he does. I'm just going to cheat and get rid of him. He's got his poison attack that he does and poisons you, and his famous web net here that gets you caught in his fancy webs. So you can't get out, and you're basically trapped and screwed, and they can just kind of devour you that way. So you always got to be a little bit wary in that retrospect. But as you can see, I get strength. You get the strength of Spider-Man, the speed of Spider-Man, and the acrobatics. Spider Sense is just there to kind of tell you, you know, hey, you're kind of Spider-Man. Doesn't really actually give you the HUD thing because, you know, you're not wearing anything. You can't wall climb, even though Spider-Man, that was one of the abilities he inherited, because it's a little bit too OP for not having to craft the suit, in my opinion. So it's just kind of makeshift abilities, you know, they kind of make you feel like, you know, you kind of got bit and you're kind of feeling the stuffs from it. That artificial webbing, I'll get to that in a little bit. That's something that deals with the web shooters. I'm going to grab the stake here and go pack on the game mode I'm supposed to be on. So yeah, radioactive spiders in a nutshell. They'll spawn in, they don't spawn in plains anymore. They'll spawn in swamps, roofed forests, you know, dark locations. So you got to go in those areas to find the radioactive spiders. But they aren't as difficult to find anymore, so that's good. Also, one thing you guys have been requesting for Spider-Man is that you can make his web shooters independent of his suit, and you can use those web shooters to make it so his suit has the ability to shoot webs, because, you know, the web shooters in the comics, it's not organic like in the first movies in the early 2000s. It's actually, well, sometimes it's organic, but most of the time it's generally perceived as the, you know, the devices that Parker made. So that's what we have going on here. So you can now craft web shooters by 4 iron, 2 string, 2 high tech, and a sticky piston, so not too expensive. But basically, these web shooters are going to be used in crafting in the suit to make Spider-Man, obviously. But these are not just basically useless. You can actually wear these and look really cool. Models courtesy of Proven Beat. And they actually shoot out the webs. They actually function. It's just the web shooters function, nothing else. You don't have, you know, any of your other abilities. But I'm going to step outside here for a moment and show you guys, while I'm at it, the abilities that the web shooter can do. And all these abilities that this web shooter will allow you to do will be translated to Spider-Man, and they work the same exact way. So first things first is, I should clarify, the web shooters have changed. Before, you just aim at a block. You have to be aiming at a block somewhere, and you'd hit the key, and it would pull you in that direction, giving you a snowball particle effect. Nah, not anymore. Now it actually shoots out a web. The web has to hit something, and then it'll pull you calculating the velocity that the web shot out at, pulling you up, so you should have a pretty good landing. But you do that by holding suitability R. You shoot out the web, and my web, that was like the worst way to start off. It just like didn't hit it. The web will pull you. There we go. Will pull you up. And allow you to climb things, so it's a lot easier to get up ledges and stuff now. And that's really neat. I was just short. Let's see if I can get up there. So the way it functions is a lot better, more realistic. You can kind of like swing with it a little bit. It's recommended that you kind of spam it, I guess. You can't spam it super fast. This is as fast as you can kind of shoot them out, about 1 a second. But, if you have a distance that's too far, the web won't reach, so you got to make sure that you've got it's actually, you're within distance of the actual web line. It doesn't have an infinite distance, because that doesn't make sense. And it'll pull you in the direction that the webs are going, so you can still kind of manage and do the same thing. It does take a little bit more skill, though, simply because of the fact that you actually have to be hitting something. You can't just aimlessly look around and it'll pull you. You actually have to be hitting a block that's stable. So, but it does work. You can use these to get yourself places. Great way of travel. It is a lot faster and more efficient than the grappling gun, because the grappling gun is just to get you from point A to point B. This, you can kind of get some swing room like that around and move yourself to different locations. It kind of has a little swing in its step, which is really neat indeed. Also, the web shooters, so you don't just instantly die every time you use them, have the same amount of negated fall damage that Spider-Man gives you, so you won't die by jumping off a certain height and using your web shooters. But, I wouldn't recommend going at the top of that building and jumping off, because you probably will die in that. So, also, the web shooters have another ability where if you press suitability 3, which is the C key, you can shoot out a web net, and this does attack damage and also has the occasion of actually spawning in the web right here. And this is the artificial webbing that I was talking about. It slows me down here. But what the artificial webbing is different from the regular webbing is the artificial webbing produced by the web shooters allows it so Spider-Man doesn't get caught and slowed down in them. So a problem I noticed with the previous version of Spider-Man is it's super annoying when you're trying to web your opponents and then you get caught in your own web. So we don't have that problem anymore with the artificial webbing. Everybody else gets caught but you, so you could be Spider-Man, web people up, really mess them up, and then just climb through the whole thing like it's no big deal. So really effective weapon. This also does a good amount of attack damage. It's your main projectile, I guess you could say. You use this as your attack. This is just kind of like your travel. You can use that as an attack as well, though. But, not really a strong attack. This is more of the attack, the range attack Spider-Man's got. So that's cool. You can also, as depicted, web mobs towards you. Let me run back in here real quick, because I think I had the spawn eggs in here. You can pull mobs, and not just mobs. Now you can also pull items towards you, which is really neat. Let me let's grab some. What do we want? Grab some pigs. So we can grab some pigs in here. Let's get up here. Let's get back outside, so we can have more light and show this off better. So basically, if you aim at a mob and you shoot, it'll pull you towards them and them towards you. But you could also, if the pig will stop moving, shift, and it'll pull the mob towards you and not you towards them. The only reason I went them is because I let go. So if I hold it down, it'll despawn. If I can actually hit the pig, stop jumping. Oh my goodness! Please stop. There we go. That was beautiful. Let's see if I can get you. Let's see if I can get you. Come on. There we go. And now the pig is back. Oh, I kind of got the painting too. That was neat. Oh yeah, you can also web paintings off. So that's kind of a troll thing, but you know, whatever. But as you can see though, if I hold shift and shoot it out, it'll just the web will stay at whatever its target and despawn. But if I hold shift and I let go of shift while doing it, it'll pull me towards it, so you can kind of time it if you choose to do so, which is something a little bit, it's a little neat. So you can kind of then do that if you want, as opposed to just doing that. Now he's going to die. So that's a neat thing with that. Also, besides paintings and mobs, you can use the web shooters to grab weapons, items, anything like that. And you shift and pull it, and it'll pull the item towards you. You could also do that by just right-clicking, or no, not right-clicking, hitting the R key, and it'll pull you towards the item as well. But say you just want to pull the item towards you without you going in that direction, you can use that, and that'll get you items, which is a neat feature. Could be useful if you have like some diamonds trapped in like some area and you need to get your diamonds back because you accidentally dropped them. You can kind of pull them over to you. So it can be a very useful thing. So we're gonna put our web shooters back because we do not need these at the moment. Put these back. We don't need that. We'll just keep these just in case we need them. And now we're going to grab our super decks here. There we go. And we're going to go grab the Spider-Man suit. As you can see, we have it back here in the armor stand. So we grab Spider-Man, and automatically, we have night vision because we're in a kind of not a well-lit room area. If we step outside here, things should be a little bit better off, and my night vision should be going down, so it'll wear off in a minute here. So that's nice. Let's just load them in. So we're gonna go for our first time in the Marvel tab. There's not a lot here. There is more Marvel characters than that in the current version I'm playing. I just haven't gotten the time to add them into the super decks as we, at the time of this recording. So there's not only 2 Marvel characters in it. That's just what's in the super decks. So what we're going to do here is we're going to load Spider-Man up. We got the alter ego Peter Parker. He's got high defense, and he's a tier 4 out of 5, so the second highest tier. So a really good character, why it can be a little bit difficult to get him. He's got 15 health, as demonstrated down here. He does 20 attack damage with his fists. He has speed 9 when he sprints. He has acrobatics 6. So he's got double jump and all that stuff in there. He has a spider sense, which the spider sense is what allows you to sense the danger around you. A lot of you probably know what that is from previous versions. This is probably why I should have grabbed the pig zombies. I knew I put those in there for a reason. Get up here, and that was probably wasted more time doing that. But come on, let me in the door. All right. So if we're gonna put this back off a piece, so this is a lot of game rule switching here. We put the pig zombie down. As you can see, my HUD kind of gets like red around it. There's danger nearby. We take down the targets, and my HUD is now good because the spider sense is not tingling anymore because the threat has been neutralized. This also works with entities, projectiles, lasers, anything that's a harm to you, really, that it'll kind of sense those arrows, stuff like that. So that's really useful. So we load up Spider-Man here. He negates fall damage just like the web shooters do. You have night vision and dark arrows, which you can see throughout the video. And we have wall climbing. Wall climbing is different now. Before you could just walk up to it and hold space and climb. Now you hold suitability 2 or the F key. I'm gonna get in F5 here because it's got a little animation. And if I hold F and the forward key, you don't have to hold space or anything. You have your little wall climbing animation, and you can climb the wall. Let's see if we can get a different angle here of me climbing the wall. There's Spider-Man. There he goes, climbing up the surface like such. A little bit of aesthetics there. Really neat. Let's get ourselves at the top of this building like that, and boom. Also, what you can do with this is if you hold F, you climb up and you hold Shift and the forward key, which is defaultly W, you can kind of hang on places. There's something nearby. It's not on peaceful, of course. Something spawned in. You can kind of strafe around edges and stuff like that, like this. because of the fact simply that you can grapple onto the sides of buildings like this and kind of hang on, just like the other versions of Spider-Man did. There's something up here. There's some kind of projectile, maybe an arrow stuck somewhere, maybe a skeleton shot an arrow or something. I don't know. Oh, it's daytime. Interesting. But there's something up here that's not healthy, so we're gonna just move ourselves over to a different building because I don't want to deal with them right now. But yeah. So basically, that's the new wall climbing ability we get in here. So neat. He is a little bit more fast, a little bit more effective. Now we have the web shooters as his other ability, and we basically showed most of that off with the web. You can sling the player, you can pull mobs and items, you can hold shift to pull things towards you. You got your web net. Does 5 attack damage, and you can trap targets in webbing. So it just works just like the web shooters because they're built in. But as you can see, I'm not slowed down by the web, so I can walk through these just fine. And that's all simply because of the fact that I am. Oops, I dropped that. Come on, pick this up. All simply because of the fact that I am using the artificial webbing and Spider-Man, so I can just easily walk through this no problem, which is really useful for the character. So that's really all for Spider-Man that that's in the mod right now. Some pretty, a lot of mechanic changes with this character, and some aesthetic changes like the wall climbing and stuff like that. A little bit more, it's cool looking, and stuff like that. So, like I said at the beginning of this video, I want to spend the rest of this video telling you guys about, something that's going on that has been brought to my attention by a lot of your comments and requests and stuff on my videos. So, a lot of you that, are frequent viewers of the channel probably are aware of, we're doing a lot of new different role plays. We got a Crafting Dead one that we just started up in joint with the famous films. Next episode comes out on September 30th, along with his first episode from his perspective. And they're not just the same thing on two different perspectives. There are differences in the story, so I recommend you check both of them out, to fully, see, what's really going on. Really neat stuff there. But we also have that Legend of Herobrine, which I'm still working on that. We'll have an episodes out shortly. A lot of you guys that, there are some of you that watch me, because you like what we do here and like the role plays and stuff like that. But there are a lot of people that have been saying lately, Tihyo, I came to this channel because I like superheroes. Where are the superheroes role plays and stuff that, you had before? Guys, don't worry. We're going to be having superhero role plays. It's just that we're kind of in a transitional stage because I don't have 5.0 done. And, what good we can't do superhero roleplays without the mod. I don't want to use 4.4 because there's a lot more cool things in 5.0 graphics-wise that make, things look better and just things function a lot better in 5.0. A lot more balanced and better in that respect. So I want to, get 5.0 done. Or at least enough in 5.0 to start doing role plays and stuff like that. But no worries, guys. There will be superhero role plays and videos like that coming to the channel really soon. Actually, within the next few months, I have one planned. That's a part of a lot bigger project that I'm working on with a lot of YouTubers, but I'm not going to disclose what they're doing. But keep an eye out because I'm going to be doing a video with a lot of them discussing what we're going to be doing all together as one big project that I think you guys will really enjoy. But yeah, so let's not try on every video that's not superheroes related post where's the superheroes role plays. I mean, I know a lot of you guys want it. I mean, a lot of you guys, only watch the channel for that stuff, which is fine. That's still the core of the channel, and we're still going to be doing that kind of stuff. But there are some people that like, just anything, any role play that we do, like Crafting Dead, Legend of Herobrine, stuff like that. And, you know, when I first started YouTube, my intention was never to be just superheroes, guys. You know, I wanted to, you know, do Minecraft roleplay videos, you know, just videos of Minecraft in general. You know, but the core is superheroes and will remain superheroes for the most part. But, you know, there will be some more diversity, more stuff coming up on the channel that's not just superhero role plays. Because, you know, too much of anything gets boring, and it gets boring, you know, to do just superhero. You know, sometimes I like to switch things up, you know, have a new story, something original, because I like storytelling with stuff like that. So, yeah, that's really all I want to say in that respect. I'm also going to... I don't know if I should. Am I going to do it? Am I going to just show you it? Oh, okay, I'll just do it. So on your screen right about here is the roleplay that I'm working on. I just thought I'd show it just so you guys know that there is a roleplay coming in with the next months. There are a lot of other YouTubers that are doing other things that I guess you could say are in the same universe. But I'm not going to get into too much detail into that. We're going to be doing a video with all of them very, very soon, discussing the future plans that we're going to be executing out, you know, starting within the next few months and going over the next few years and stuff like that. Or, you know, just, you know, when things are coming out and when we're doing stuff. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and comment on this video. If you have any suggestions, make sure you leave it down in the comment section down below. Yeah, stay tuned for new videos, new content. It's coming to you guys soon. And I thank all of you that, you know, are Vivid watchers of the channel and have been supporting me, for so long. I know a lot of people say that, but I really do mean it because... You know, we're going on almost 15,000 subscribers, which is insane, and I really appreciate all the support we have going here. But, you know, no uploads should be coming out more frequently the closer I get to release of 5.0. You know, obviously, because, you know, I kind of need the mod out to do some of the stuff I want to do. And stuff like that. So remember, fellow crime fighters, tie your shoes.